A3, and you've got a little bit of time to work on this, so you might even be able to get to finish this. What we're going to do is I want you to create a list or a dictionary. You can use either one. And using input statements, I want you to gather about 4 pieces of information from the user. And I want you to store those. I want you to store those in a collection. So store those in your list or dictionary. And then using an F string with placeholders for the fields, I want you to insert the values from the collection. I'm going to show you an abbreviated version of this. I'll use a dictionary here. And I'm going to create an empty dictionary with just the placeholders. Okay, so I'm going to do that. It's got an integer and a string. String for name, integer for ID. And then I'm going to say this. Actually, I'm going to use a string for the ID also, just to keep it simple. I'm going to say str name equals input. What is your name? And then I'm going to say strid equals input. What is your ID? Next, I'm going to take those values and I'm going to insert them into that dictionary. So dlist name, that's got to be in quotes, equals str name. So whatever the user types in response to what is your name is going to be inserted into that list under the index, under the key of name. strid, dlist ID equals str ID. Okay, still tracking? Where? Right here? When you run it, you are going to type it in. I'm putting it in right there. So I'm taking whatever the user types in and putting it into the dictionary under that key in that line. So next up, I'm going to create an F string where I say your name is, and I'm going to insert it directly from the dictionary. I'll create this as a multi-line field so you can see the whole thing easily. Your ID is dlist ID. Okay, so there you can see now I've got an F string with placeholders where I'm inserting it directly from the dictionary. Bless you. And then the last thing I want to do is print that out. Okay, so first line, I'm creating a dictionary with empty spaces for name and ID. Second part, I am asking the user to input their name and their ID and putting it into those variables. Starting at line 6, I'm taking the variables and I'm inserting them into the dictionary with key of name and ID. And then on line 9 and 10 here, I am now inserting that dictionary value directly from the dictionary using placeholders in an F string. And then I'm going to print that out. So let's run this and see how it works. What was your name? Bill. Okay, so there is my completed work.